Hey you guys, I'm here tonight to share with y'all a project that I created for Discount Paper Crafts Etsy store. And it's Cathie's store. I know you've heard me talk like amazing about her because she's just a great woman, beautiful, beautiful person. And she has everything in her store, y'all, super, super cheap prices and like the fastest shipping ever. So it's just like an all-in-one. I don't think I've been shopping anywhere but for her since I found her store, and not just because I designed for her, just because she's awesome. But I created a couple of dress forms. I'm only going to show one tonight because I am listing this one for sale on Etsy. It's already up right now, so I'll put the link down below. But it's a dress form I also using the Prima Thyme paper. I had so much fun, y'all. This is probably my favorite dress form I've ever done, and it started out, I was not happy with it. I had done a crackle paint job on it, and then when I held the paper up to it, it was just way, way, way too bright, too dark. I didn't like how it looked. So I was like, man, how can I fix it? So I just went over it with gesso twice, and I really liked like the china white, like porcelain type look of it. And then I held the paper up and it just kind of went perfectly with it. But I tried a lot of new techniques with this one, well, a couple of them. So she's definitely my favorite dress form that I've ever done. I've done a bunch lately. Well, I think this is my fourth one that I've done in the last week. And I did want to list this one for sale, and then I'll have another one coming up for sale soon too. And then two of them are for some friends of mine. But anyway, I did attach her to a crystal candle stand, just like I do all of mine. I just think it adds such elegance to her. And then for the head, I did use a glass chess piece again. So yeah, she's painted this really creamy china white color. And then what I did new is, not only did I carve out the back, and I did that a little differently this time, but I carved out the front of her right here and added chicken wire. So I don't know if you can see my hand back there, but you can see through her. And then I carved out the shoulder up here as well and put chicken wire. And this was a little tricky to get the chicken wire in there. I wasn't thinking when I did it, but I finally managed to. Excuse my lighting, y'all. Hopefully the pictures will do better justice because my lighting is not very good in here. But I took random strips of the paper, two of the different paper lines, or two of the different papers. I don't know what I'm trying to say, y'all. But I tore them into strips and distressed them up with black soot distress ink and just randomly placed them throughout the dress form all the way around. You can kind of see the masking and the crackle coming through just a little bit, and it's a really awesome effect. So, but yeah, just randomly put the paper on her. At the base here I used this vintage embroidery trim that I really like, and then this black lace I got at the Piece by Piece on Etsy. The paper I got from Cathie's store, of course, the Prima Thyme. So, so pretty. And then most of the flowers embellishments I got from Cathie's store as well. This is a Recollections flower. This is a lace applique that Beth had sent me a while back, and I finally got to use some of it. I just ran it all the way up, and you can kind of see it, excuse me y'all, poking out the top right there. This is a Prima flower. It's the one with the charms attached to it. I absolutely love this flower. It's one of my favorites. Cathie carries these in her store in a couple of different colors. I think this coloring was called Biscuit, I think. This is a little Melissa Francis frame back here. Let me see if I can get my lighting to show a little more, y'all. I apologize. It's either too bright or too dark. I can't get like a happy medium, but this is a Melissa Francis one. I just put the love thing in there. This is a heart cut out of the paper collection, and some of the leaves I fussy cut and just have them coming out back there. A couple of I Am Roses flowers right there, and I went over the top of them with gesso. Her wings are made out of lace applique, the same one that I ran up here. I just fussy cut them out with my Sizzix die, and I almost broke my die because I wasn't thinking there's all these pearls and sequins. Well, a lot of them came off after I die cut it. But I just heard this awful crunching, and I think I almost broke my die, but it ended up coming out, and it's okay. But I did go over the edges of the lace with black soot just to kind of define them a little more, and I really, really love the lace. I think it's super, super pretty. Usually I just use canvas, but I had this sitting on my desk from doing that, and I was like, I wonder if that would look right. So I was really happy with that. I made her a little necklace with a couple of charms that I had, and then this is one of the new Prima metal trinkets, the clock faces. Or not clock faces, but the clock arms, and I got this from Cathie's store as well. She carries that. And then these are the new little Bristow blooms, like kind of like lollipop type Prima flowers. I got this from Cathie's store as well. And I know my lighting's not showing it very well, but it's got lace here in the center, really pretty. And then this is a Prima clock face that I got from Cathie's store as well. So that is the front of her. And then the back of her, I always carve out a little niche area, but I wanted her just to look a little more elegant. So what I did is I attached a piece of the paper line in the shape of the niche I wanted to cut out. And I cut the niche first, then I placed the paper on top of it, and then I tore it up the center and rolled it back. You can see through on the other side now. And I'm going to try to get my lighting to show. Hopefully y'all, this will work. I don't know though. But I rolled back the paper, like I said, just to kind of look like a little apron, and tied this bow here out of some satin ribbon. And it's fraying because I cut it down a little bit, and I absolutely love that effect. It's really, really shabby and pretty looking. So the ribbon's fraying. It's a really silvery satin ribbon, really pretty. And then inside of here, hopefully the picture showed a little more. Let me try to get my lighting right, y'all, and I'll be right back so I can show y'all the inside of her. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better, not much though, but I did line the inside of it with the same lace applique. Hopefully you can just barely see it in there. This is like impossible to show on film. I apologize, y'all. But I put the lace applique all the way on the inside of her. This is a little same Bristol Bloom little lollipop type flower from Prima. This is a little heart that I painted black, a resin piece. A couple of different flowers, a cameo back in there, some I Am Roses flowers there. This is a penny farthing charm that I got from D, and a little Prima romance novel button in there, and I got this from Cathie's Etsy store as well. So there's just lots of little shabby chic items in there. Hopefully the camera picked up a little more than this is. I'm really sorry, y'all. It's just not very good lighting, but anyway, that's the inside of her. There's a rolled rose in there too from Tiffany out of book paper. So, and then the lace just goes all the way around, and I just glued down the satin in a couple of places to kind of give it the flow that I wanted. So I'll zoom back out and show you the back of her. There's the back of the applique, and I really like that look too. So, and yeah, the necklace she's actually wearing, it's not glued down or anything. So, but yeah, that's her, and she's listed on Etsy, y'all. I'm really happy with her. She's really pretty. I like her a lot. She's one of my favorite ones for sure. But yeah, this is for Cathie's store. You guys, I'll put the link to her store down below so you guys can go check her out. She has everything. And thanks for watching, y'all. Bye-bye.